Good morning, everybody. It's Bill with the Urban Team. You know, I was thinking today about one of my favorite television programs growing up, the Beverly Hillbillies. I know it was one of your favorites as well. So let's go through that song if we can, just to kind of remember exactly what happened in that show. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was out shooting at some food when up from the ground came a bubbling crude. Black oil, Texas tea. Well, the next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Kinfolk said, "Jed, move away from here. California is the place you ought to be," so they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars. Now, why is it that he would abandon his entire larger family in the Ozark Mountains, where they're basically starving and shooting at squirrels to stay alive, and go off to Beverly Hills where he doesn't know a soul? I don't understand that. Also, why is it that Ellie Mae and Jethro, who are like adults, are going with him to basically mooch off of him for the rest of his life? He could have stayed back in the Ozarks and he could have taken care of all those people, built a hospital, set up an infrastructure so they could have a better life. Why do I bring all this up? Well, if you're thinking about moving, then you should think about something that I experienced as a young man. We moved 8 times. I was always the new kid in school. And if you're moving to a new community or a new area that you're not familiar with, it's good to go to the school a couple days in advance so that you can see what the other kids are wearing, what their backpacks look like, things like that, so that when they walk in the first day, they don't stick out like a sore thumb, like I did in many occasions. That was kind of embarrassing, and I had to get in a lot of fights when I was a kid to get through that. So anyway, that's my advice for today, though, and I hope it was helpful. And remember the Beverly Hillbillies, when it's time to move, don't look like this. Thanks, everybody.